Ready, hunt!
Welcome to Owen Field, where on Wednesday, Bob Stoops unveiled his 25-man signing class. I'm Barry Tramel, along with OU writer Travis Haney. And Travis, Sooners fill some needs today. Lots of guys who handle the ball.
Well, we knew receiver and tight end in particular were going to be the two positions they really needed to go after. They went the JUCO route to get him. They went the high school route to get him. They went all over the country to get him, but they found a bunch of receivers, 5 tight ends. They've got 3 or 4 of those guys and looking at some others for the future classes. So they filled the needs they had to.
Went a lot of different places. Traditionally, Oklahoma recruits the Sooner State and Texas. 11 different states represented in this class.
Literally from coast to coast. We were talking to Jay Norvell about that. He went through a few days where he was across the country several times, from California to Maryland, Virginia, Florida, Missouri, a guy from Chicago. There are players from all over the country literally in this class, and that just sort of shows you, I think, a couple of things. There's so many schools and teams that are in the state of Texas, Barry, that you have to go nationally, but also they've looked into California, Florida now maybe the new pipeline. Mike Stoops has some connections there. He did a lot of recruiting there once he started, but that was I think one of the identifying marks of this class was the ability to go to those 11 states and get who they needed.
Well, the Sooners also go the JUCO route. 6 junior college players, the most ever signed in the Stoops era. Is that an indication that the Sooners not only had some needs, but some critical needs?
Absolutely. Whether it be defections or guys that just didn't work out for whatever reason, especially the positions we talked about. But I think, as you noted during the news conference, it's 6 different positions for the 6 different players. So it doesn't really seem like they just went the JUCO route to get the tight ends or the receivers. They went there to get everybody. Usually it's linemen, defensive linemen, offensive linemen that you see come through the junior college route, but to get skilled players, and 2 guys in particular today, Courtney Gardner and Damian Williams, who they're tall, they're athletic, they really like them. And that's the reason they go after the skilled players. If you're going to that junior college route, you've got to have them play right away, especially at receiver, especially at running back.
Last question. Who excites you the most? Who's the guy that going to make the most immediate impact, you think, here in Norman?
Well, I think maybe we're not talking about – I'll say 2, and I don't think we're talking about them as much as I thought we would on signing day. That's probably because they've been in the fold for quite a while now, and that's Trey Matois, who went to Hargrave, comes back, the number 2 receiver in last year's class. Again, not being discussed maybe because he just got himself into school. He's been here probably about 2-3 weeks now. I don't think there's enough discussion about him. And another receiver, Deron Neal from St. Louis. Everybody speaking about the other receiver from the state, Doral Green Beckham. But Deron Neal, very good in his own right from the St. Louis area. And I feel like if you're looking for the next Ryan Broyles kind of guy, Neal might be that player because he moves around. He does a lot of things Broyles did coming out of high school. Broyles wasn't, as you know, the most exciting, elaborate, number 1 ranked kind of receiver, but he was the same sort of prospect that Deron Neal is. So I think those 2 guys are ones to watch.
Excellent. Stay tuned for further OU football coverage every day in the Oklahoman and here on News OK.